I believe this to be a very useful demonstration on current sources. So we know current sources are a little bit scary when we start seeing circuits like this, uh, but they have a few qualities that make solving the circuit in some aspects a little bit easier, and in some aspects they do complicate things. But one thing that is very important to know is that these little mofos are very stubborn. Why am I saying this? Because they're going to push that current through that wire, through that not loop, but the wires that they're connected to, no matter what is pushing back, unless it's another current source, but that's another story. So why am I saying this? So here, this one is trying to push like 1 ampere, and this voltage source has 1 volt. So what do we see here? The current source is winning, and it is pushing its 1 ampere through the loop, through the circuit. It has a negative value here because this is measuring as if the current was going that way, and when in actuality is going this way, but don't worry about it. So now we're going to do a little experiment. Is the current source really that stubborn? 100 volts. Yes, it is. Do you want to up the game a little bit more? Let's do 1,000 volts. Oh my God. Yes, stubborn as a mule. Okay, now let's really up the game and let's do 1 gigavolt. This is not going to happen in your class, but I am just trying to prove a point. Play. And as we see, this is milliamperes, but as you can see, it's 999.7 milliamperes, which is basically 1 ampere, because as you see here is millimetro, centimetro, decimetro, metro. That would be amperes. The comma would be here, so it would be 0.99967 amperes, which is basically 1 ampere. So even with gigavolts being pushed on this side, the current source is still so stubborn that it is pushing basically 1 ampere through this circuit. I hope that helps. This is especially useful when we are solving a circuit by mesh method or whatever method similar to that, because we will know that the current through that wire is exactly the current being provided by the current source.